Hey, chosen ones! How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing very well. Now, today I wanted to talk about the fact that when you want change in your life, we shouldn't expect it overnight, okay? As people, as humans, we are going to know that there's some areas in our lives that we need to improve on, okay? We all have that. We all have things that we want to do better in, things that we know that as individuals we should stop doing, or things that we are not doing that perhaps we need to do, okay? And a lot of the time we can be hard on ourselves to the point that it's like we talk negatively to ourselves, we say negative things, and even our actions do not represent somebody who is kind of being gracious to themselves, okay? And we need to be gracious to ourselves because of the fact that change does not happen overnight, okay? Now, if you have identified some things in your life that you're like, you know what, I really shouldn't be doing that. Or it's about time I changed. Why do I keep going back to doing that? Why do I keep doing the same thing? It's because you're not giving yourself enough time to change. You know, you can't just work on something instantly and be like, okay, within a couple of days or weeks, I'll be changing. No, right? Habits take a long time to form. And even when you're forming habits, you might like fall on some occasions and, you know, mess it up, but then you come back on it and you carry on going. So really, what I wanted to say today is the fact that if there are things that you know that you are trying your hardest to get better at, you're trying your hardest to do, and you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to expand and grow, and it's hard and it's challenging and you want to stop and you feel overwhelmed and all of those kind of things, don't give up. Don't give up. The whole point is that even if you are making tiny changes, you are seeing tiny improvements, that will actually help you to get to where you need to go. Okay, it's the little changes that consolidate to make the bigger changes. Okay, there was something that I read here which said consistency is the key to achieving and maintaining momentum. And there was something else that said action creates momentum. Momentum creates consistency, and consistency reaches goals. Okay, so the littlest of actions that you take when you face your fears, the things that you have been procrastinating on that you know you should do that you haven't done for ages, and it's sitting there and you think, oh, it's at the back of your mind, when actually it's probably causing you more stress than you know, right? It's something that you need to say to yourself, right, let me just face this, let me just do this, let me just get it out of the way and carry on with my life. Okay, so all I want to remind you of is the fact that if you are trying, that is fantastic. If you are aware, that is fantastic. If you have plans to do something, if you know that I want to work on this, I want to move to this level, that is brilliant. Now you have to think about how you want to do it. Something that's really helpful and effective is when you write the changes or the goals, the things that you want to achieve, and you look at them every morning, every evening, and sometimes even every afternoon. You could do it if you really wanted to take it to another level, you would do it morning, afternoon, and evening. But at a minimum, morning and evening. And what will happen is that your subconscious will find ways of you doing it without you realizing. Okay, so if there is something that is really on your heart that you feel like you want to improve on, that you want to do, or that you even want to achieve, write it down. Write it down very plainly, okay? And look at it every morning and evening. It will do wonders for you. Trust me, it will. And the other thing is just knowing that whatever you're trying to do, that you're working towards, even if you're making little steps, celebrate it, be proud of yourself, and know that you are moving forward. Okay, it doesn't matter how small, you are still moving forward. And I just want to encourage you that giving up is not an option, because giving up is when you fail. You will never fail. Even when you try something and it doesn't work out how you wanted it to work out, and you feel like you failed, you actually haven't. What you've done is found a way that can distract you from doing what you're doing. Okay, but you haven't failed. Just get up, try again, okay? And keep going and keep trying to be consistent, because that's what's going to help you to actually get to where you need to go. All right. So small changes, are still worth celebrating, are still positive. It still means that you're moving in the right direction. And I know, chosen ones, as we are, trying to do a lot this year, 2023. I mean, we're already in March. Okay. The first quarter is almost over. Okay. You need to be looking at what you have done, how you are growing, how you are making an impact, how you are touching people's hearts, and, how you are, adding value to this world, okay? And how you are appreciating yourself and loving yourself and knowing that you are worthy, okay? The simple fact that you were born is enough to say that you are worthy, okay? You are significant, you have purpose, you have meaning, right? Now you can build on that. I was listening to a video today, and in the video, the guy said, okay, if I was to give you £1 million, okay, would you be happy? And they said, yes. So if I was to give you £1 million today, how happy would you be? Really happy. Now, could people get you down if you had £1 million right now in your bank, transferred to your bank? And people were like, no, nobody can upset me if I had £1 million in my bank right now. Right? And the guy said, great. So when you have that money, it's exciting. It gives you all these endorphins. You're like, yes, I'm on top of the world, right? Then he said to them, okay, so let's look at another scenario. If I was to give you £10 million, and I'll say to you, I'll give it to you now, but tomorrow you will pass away. You basically will die tomorrow. Would you accept it? And they said no, right? And the point is that there is no value to life. There is no value to your life. As in, like, it's what's the word? There's a word for it, and I cannot even think of the word, okay? But you cannot pay for life. The fact that you woke up this morning is more important than everything. So why do we let things get us down? Why do we worry about all the struggles and the whatever in our life? The simple fact that we woke up this morning is enough to be excited and grateful about. And it's not even worth £10 million. Because if somebody offered you £10 million and said to you, here's £10 million, but tomorrow you will die, you would turn it down, because your life is valued more than that. So why do we allow unnecessary things to affect us? Why can we not see the good in our lives? The simple fact that we woke up is enough to say, I am grateful and I am thankful to God that I got up this morning. My life continues. There is still a chance. There's still opportunities. Okay? And so I want you to know that you are valuable. No amount of money can basically buy your life. Yeah? And whatever purpose that you have is something that you need to be actively working on. And even the changes that you see in yourself that you want to improve, any little step forward is wonderful. You are not comparing yourself to anybody or to anything, right? So be proud of how far you've come. Be proud of the efforts that you've made. Be proud that you are human and you will have times where you will fall, but you will get back up, right? I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for you so hard. And I want you to root for yourself, and I want you to keep pushing and do your best, because the question is, what are we waiting for? Why are we afraid to take steps that we need to take? It's, again, what people will think, but who cares? You have life. You're alive. So that really says a lot. It's enough, right? Nothing else can buy your life. So use your life well. Don't waste it. Okay? So I am Anita. My name is Anita, and welcome to my channel. To all my new subscribers, I love you and appreciate you. To all the guys who comment, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and click that bell, because it will tell you anytime I upload a new video, guys. I appreciate you. Keep shining, keep moving forward, keep being you, because there's only one you. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care, chosen ones. Bye.